Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. We are at Duff Kingston Gymnasium for the final session of the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Your Carterville Lions are preparing to play in the 5th place consolation game here at this tournament, or play for 5th place, not consolation, but Carterville 6-6 right now. With the win, can push their record to 7-6 on the season.
The first time in 3 years that would happen, and you know, a lot of people probably hear that and go, what? They haven't been over 500 in 3 years? That's exactly the case, and we've been here long enough this week. I heard that you're going to start having your mail delivered here because it's going to be your new address. But I think this is a game where Carterville, they played so well this morning against West Frankfort. They played with emotion. They played with heart. Here's the key to this game. Eldorado has not had to take any bus rides this week. They've been at home. They're probably within a mile, maybe 2 miles from the gym. Carterville, their second bus trip of the day to get here for this game tonight. How much does Carterville have left in the tank? If we saw anything out of that first game, they got plenty left because they played very well this morning.
Plus, the key part of that is 2 of the 3 games they played was the 8:30 game, which means that these guys were probably, I know what my schedule is. I'm up at 5 o'clock, 5:30, on the road by 6:30, and I'm not playing basketball. I'm standing up here yapping and eating fish and going to the concession stand and things like that.
So, all the tough things.
Yeah. We are glad to have you along as both teams are on the floor going through their final shoot-arounds here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Of course, Carterville coming off a win today over West Frankfort, 49-42. And, man, it sure would be nice to come out of here with a win tonight. We're going to go on and take our first break here on our pregame show. When we come back, Scott and I will continue. It's Carterville Lions basketball taking on the host, Eldorado Eagles, here on News Radio WJPF. Back at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, Dave McKenzie alongside Scott Hudson as the Lions get ready to take on Eldorado. Carterville played West Frankfort for the second time. They played them earlier today, and they just played the thing I found most impressive about in that win over West Frankfort was the defense by the Lions.
Yeah, no question. They played very good defense. They pressured out on the perimeter, created a lot of turnovers. I think West Frankfort had 21 turnovers in the game. And Carterville was able to do a good job shooting the ball. Connor Hawkins came in the game, gave them instant offense. Bryce Anderson had some big buckets. I think, probably one of the most unheralded players for Carterville this whole tournament has been Carson Pearson and the defense that he's played. So Carterville had a pretty good 4 quarters of basketball. Now they need to do it here tonight to go 3-1 in this tournament and, more importantly, get above 500.
Eldorado and Coach Josh Bradley, they came into the tournament as the number 3 seed. They got a win over Hardin County, 55-43. But then Carmi, really the only real upset of the tournament was the fact that Carmi, unseeded, Carmine was at number 6. They beat Eldorado 66-48, and that was a surprise.
That was a shocker because I don't think anybody saw that coming. I think, once Eldorado got to the semifinal round, you probably could see them losing, to a Massac County or whoever. But the fact that Carmine knocked them off was a big shocker. And, Eldorado rebounded, though. They won here this morning as they knocked off the A.J. Wildcats.
We'll go on and take another break. When we come back, we'll set the stage for the championship session of the 55th Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament here on NewsRadio WJPF. Okay. I'll be real quick here. We'll get into that. All right. Hope you're having a great Saturday so far, and hope we're able to bring you a great Carterville Lion win as they get ready to take on the host team Eldorado Eagles here in the 5th place game at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. It's really been a lot of fun. I'm glad we made the switch from the Dester Thomas in Pinckneyville to the Eldorado Tournament.
Yeah, this is one of the premier tournaments in the state of Illinois, not just Southern Illinois, and I'm glad as well that Carterville decided to come down here. There's good competition. The place is always packed. It's going to be packed from the start of this game through the 3rd place game and the championship game tonight. It's just a great place to come and watch high school basketball.
Playing in the championship game tonight, it's going to be the Fairfield against Massac County. That's going to be a good ball game.
I think everybody expected those two teams to be here in the end, and Fairfield, the number 1 seed, they're a 1A school, I guess they're a 2A school. Massac County has played very well. Joe Hotsman's got his team playing well right now. That should be one heck of a game.
That will tip off at 9 o'clock immediately after our game. Will be the Heron Tigers taking on Carmi White County. That will be for 3rd place, and then, of course, the championship game coming up tonight at 9 o'clock. Both teams are done. We're going to go on and take our final break. We'll have the starting lineups coming up next. Carterville Lions basketball is on the way on NewsRadio WJPF.
Hey, I know you got to bail on the broadcast after the game, but any chance of leaving the video up for Heron and even the other team?
Heck no, I'm going home. Okay. Okay. Back at Eldorado, Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. The starting lineups for both teams are being announced here as we're playing for 5th place out of 16 teams. That's not too bad.
Not bad. It's where Carterville was seated, 5th. So they got that part right if Carterville can win this game. Eldorado, their front court, 6'3", 6'3", 6'4". So Downing, Sumner, Garby going to have their hands full. That'll be the battle to watch on the inside tonight.
We'll go on and give you the Carterville Lions starting lineup. They are the visitors in this game. Eldorado will be the home team. It's going to be the regulars that we've seen, the 5'8" senior guard, Carson Pearson, who's had an outstanding defensive tournament here. He has been placed on the best guard on the opponents, and he's done an outstanding job. Austin Garby, the 6'1" senior. Bryce Anderson, the 5'8" junior. Eli Downing, the 6'4" junior. And then Preston Sumner, the 6'1" senior. It'll be Pearson, Garby, Anderson, Eli Downing, and Preston Sumner.
And I think Pearson has done a very good job of handling the ball as well. I mean, early in the season, he was like the other Carterville players. He was turnover prone, but he's done a very good job of taking care of the basketball. He's played great defense, as you said, and he's hit a couple of big threes in this tournament.
The starting lineup for the home team, the Eldorado Eagles, and the host of the 55th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Coach Josh Bradley will start the 6'4" junior, number 5, Aiden Whitlock. He'll go with the 6' junior, number 21, Bryant Bird. The 6'3" senior, he wears number 25, Ladea Shoemaker. And then you go with number 34, he's a 6' freshman, Parker Price. And then the number 5 guy, the 6'3" senior, number 45, Noah Milligan. For Josh Bradley, Whitlock, Bird, Shoemaker, Price, and Milligan.
And not only are you playing in front of a packed house, but you're playing the whole school in the 5th place game. They've got a big crowd here. So Carterville really needs to get off to a good start, take this home crowd out of it early.
The Eldorado cheerleaders go through their welcome to the crowd. Crowd still continues to file in here. And there's just been an outstanding attendance throughout the entire tournament. Even this morning, we play the 8:30 game, and place was packed just like this by the time our game was over with.
Great venue. I love gyms like this that are like in the bowl, like a Pinckneyville, like a Heron. It's just a great place for a ball game.
Both teams are ready. They're out on the floor. Preston Sumner will jump for the Carterville Lions. The officials are on the floor. Thank you for tuning in to Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF. Here we go on the whistle. The ball's in the air, and the ball is controlled by Eldorado. Parker Price took the tip over on the left side. That's Shoemaker. And now top of the key, it goes to Aiden Whitlock. They work it over, and Carterville forces a turnover.
Forced by none other than Carson Pearson.
Pearson with the basketball. Just across midcourt, right side to Pearson. Now down toward the low block. Down and kicks it out to Bryce Anderson. He fires, and one shot, 1 3-pointer. Carterville's on the board.
Well, Anderson shot the ball very well in the morning game.
3-0, just underway here, and Carterville's pressure is obvious, and Eli Downing's going to pick up his first foul as he ran into the Eldorado Eagles player. That is Noah Milligan.
Well, that's a foul that Coach Hawkins can live with. It was an aggressive play by Downing to try to get the ball before it got to the Eldorado player, just ran into him.
Ball will be on the baseline. Coach Josh Bradley up, shouting instructions to his Eagle players. Shane Hawkins looks on as the inbounds pass comes out deep in the front court. Comes to Whitlock. Whitlock left side. gets it to Shoemaker.
I think they're going to get down in for a second personal foul.
And that is not what the Lions needed.
No. They're going to have to take him out of the game. And 2 fouls in less than a minute of this game, and Downon's got to go to the bench.
Connor Hawkins will replace him. So 52 seconds in, and Eli Downon, the 6'4 junior, has to go to the bench with 2 fouls. Eagles, they work around the perimeter, get the ball down on the low block. They kick it up to the free throw line, driving down the lane. Right-hand layup from Milligan is good. It's 3-2, Carterville. Bryce Anderson across the timeline. Takes it to Pearson, right side, back to Anderson, back to Pearson. Pearson, bounce pass down low to Garby. Anderson takes it on the right wing, back to Garby. He drives the baseline, gets it to Sumner. Nice kick around to Bryce Anderson. 2 for 2 from 3 for the Lions.
Well, you talk about a kid that's in the zone right now. That's Bryce Anderson.
Give that assist to Preston Sumner as well, as he found Anderson open on the wing, and he picks the pocket of Eldorado. Left-hand layup. Bryce Anderson has scored all 8 of Carterville's points. They lead it 8-2.
Boy, this Carterville defense has been very, very good today.
Stifling, as a matter of fact, here early on, and we have steps before he bumped into Connor Hawkins, but Hawk is going to pick up his first foul. That's the 3rd team foul on these Lions.
I think they'll call a foul on Anderson. But I agree. I thought he walked before there was contact made. But as usual, my opinion doesn't matter, so.
Milligan's free throw is good. He's got 3. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Milligan's second is good. He's got all 4 of the points in the game for Eldorado. Carterville's ball, they lead by 6, 10-4.
Eldorado has switched from the 1-2-2 zone to a man-to-man.
Bryce Anderson stands on the Eagle logo at midcourt. Looks inside. Now he's got to move. Gets it to Sumner, who comes out high between the circles. Now to Garby. He floats to the right side. Nice backdoor pass to Pearson. Kicks it over to the left corner. Connor Hawkins for 3. Yes! That's huge right there. Connor Hawkins, he had 2 3-pointers in this morning's game. He hit again. It's 13-4 Lions. The shot from Milligan out of bounds, and it's going to go over to the Carterville Lions.
Carterville has hit 3 threes, or 5 of 5 from the field to start this game. Dare I say the best start of any game for Carterville this year.
Or last year, for that matter. 14-13, or
good point.
13-4. Carterville on top here, 4:40 in the first quarter. Preston Sumner hands it off to Bryce Anderson. He's on the right wing, gets it back on the low post, kicks it to Garby. Garby pump fake to the low post, down to Sumner, kicks it left wing. Anderson for 3. Yes!
Holy
wow! Bryce Anderson is smoking hot, and the Lions have jumped out to a 12-point lead. 4 minutes and 26 seconds on the first quarter clock. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Lions basketball.
Where's this come from?
Where has this team been all my life? Wow. Except for the band.
Yeah. Dave and I will take care of that.
The Carterville Lions have jumped out to a 16-4, 12-point lead over the host school Eldorado Eagles here in the 5th place game of the 55th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Timeout taken by Coach Josh Bradley, and Carterville, like we said, just as we went to break, nice pass down low. And then once again, it's Nolan Milligan that gets the easy bucket. He has all 6 of Eldorado's points, but where's this Carterville Lions team been all my life?
Yes, they have played very, very well on both ends of the floor.
Let's just keep it up. Garby, spin move in the lane, no good. Sumner gets a rebound, put back, no good. It's up off the glass. Eldorado controls as Shoemaker comes away with it. Double team on the far side. The ball is off his leg. It's going to belong to the Carterville Lions.
Carterville is just tenacious. I don't know what other word to use right now on both ends of the floor.
They did not eat fish for dinner. They had Wheaties.
Yes, they did. Wheaties with sugar, I guess.
Apparently.
Because they're playing hyped, I'm telling you.
It's Carterville's basketball. Garby to Sumner. Now to Bryce Anderson. Over to Nick Laird just into the game. His shot is blocked, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Carterville Lions. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Home Renew, serving all of Southern Illinois. Protect what matters most at Home Renew. Roofing, siding, storm damage, repair, and gutters. Giving you peace of mind. Call 694-9100. You can call Home Renew. Lions basketball. Laird into the paint. Kicks it out. It goes over to Bryce Anderson in the right corner. Tries to take the baseline. It's cut off nicely. Tries again. Skip pass over to Garby. Garby, right-hand layup is good.
Garby with a strong move down the baseline and scores.
18-6. Carterville on top. They try to get the trap in the corner. They pass around the perimeter. It winds up in Aiden Whitlock. He fires from three. Air ball. Bryce Anderson comes away with it. Brings it into the front court. Drives the lane. Left-hand floater off the front of the iron. Preston Sumner. A putback for the Lions. He's got 4. This Lions team is on a roll.
And Sumner is just unstoppable on the inside. Even with Eldorado's height, he's doing what he wants underneath.
A 14-point lead for the Lions. Still 2:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Eagles basketball over to the right wing. With it is Parker Price. Left-hand dribble. Takes it to the free throw line. Down the left side. It opened up. He got the bucket, and he got the foul. He's going to go to the line and shoot the and one.
Yeah, he went from the right side to the left side down the lane, and nobody shut him off. I think they're going to get maybe Sumner for that. Yep.
And here's the thing to remember, too. The Lions are doing this without the 6'4 junior Eli Downen.
Yeah. And you may not see him the rest of this first half if Carterville continues to play this well.
3 for Parker Price. 20-9 the score. 2:30 here in the opening quarter. Lions basketball. Caden Hawkins into the game now. Gets the ball to Garby. Lob. Preston Sumner lays it up off the glass nicely. What a feed from Garby. What a finish from Sumner.
Man, Sumner's playing possessed as well.
And Carterville forces another turnover. Here's Pearson to the rack. Waits on the defender to jump over him. Lays it home. Carson Pearson has 2. 24-9. This is unbelievable.
Well, Carson Pearson may not make the all-tournament team, but I'll tell you what, he's made my all-tournament team just with his defense.
Shoemaker tries to bank it home. No good. It's out of bounds. It's going to come right back to the Carterville Lions.
Barton coming in for Carterville.
It's going to give Sumner a breather. Shoemaker checks out. Into the game now for Eldorado will be Noah Smith, the 6' junior. Caden Hawkins will slowly walk across midcourt, left side to Carson Pearson. Now to Caden, this freshman. He'll run the point for Coach Shane Hawkins. Over to Pearson, who launches from 3. Good! Carson Pearson hits for 3. He's got 5, 27-9.
Pinch me, Dave. Make sure I'm not dreaming.
I don't want to do anything that I don't want to jinx us. As the ball is turned over and a whistle and a foul.
That was 2 players going for a pass. And I think that's just one you don't call.
That's a cheap foul, and they're going to get it on Nick Laird.
Yeah. Eldorado has not committed a foul in this game yet. Carterville with 5.
Eagles have the basketball. Left wing it goes. Down low. Carterville forces another turnover. Here come the Lions. Carson Pearson into the front court. Garby to the right side. Caden Hawkins. Nice pass to the corner. Kick around to Pearson. Now to Hawkins. Right side it goes to Laird. Up top to Hawkins. Wide open 3 from Pearson. Off the front of the iron. And the rebound comes off to Noah Milligan. Outlet pass. Carterville picks it off right into the hands of Aiden Whitlock. He's able to lay it home for the Eagles.
That's just a bad break for Carterville. Carterville's still very aggressive on both ends.
45 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. 27-11. Carterville, what a first quarter for the Carterville Lions and Coach Shane Hawkins. They're going to slow things down, try to take the last shot, and Eldorado's going to concede the last shot. Defensively, they go back to the 2-3 zone. That's looked like a 2-3. Now they've matched up man-to-man. 25 on the clock. Barton Townsend into the game for the first time for the Lions. Pearson now to Laird. Garby's on the floor, as is Caden Hawkins. Garby with the basketball, hands it off to Caden Hawkins. Hawk with 10 seconds, up high. Gets the pick from Garby. Takes it to the elbow. Now to the left corner. Laird almost stepped on the end line. Last shot at the buzzer is good!
Holy cow.
From midcourt, it is Parker Price for Eldorado. Boy, you don't want to see that. That could really spark a team.
Wow. He hit that from between the center line and the top of the key on the far side. So Carterville goes from maybe going up by 18, 19 points to now only up by 13 because of a shot that, well, I don't know what you call it. It's just a heck of a shot.
27-14 into the first. We're going to the second next on News Radio WJPF. Second quarter action here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Carterville starts with the ball. Shot taken from Caden Hawkins, though good. Carterville forces a turnover. They get the ball back down low. Townsend Barton, his shot is partially blocked. Eldorado comes away with it. Into the front court. Over to the left baseline. Up top, that is Parker Price. He pops for three. And Eldorado, you can tell they're starting to heat it up.
Yeah, they're only down by 10 now. Carterville's taking good shots. But Carterville shot 65% in that first quarter. You can't expect that the entire game, but they're shooting well.
Parker Price hit that shot from beyond half court going to the end of the first quarter. And that may have sparked this Eldorado team. Carterville basketball. Laird with an underneath reverse layup for the Lions. His first bucket of the game. Nice drive from Nicholas Laird.
Good job to get it up and under.
He got the height and elevation he needed to lay that one home. Eldorado drives. That should be a walk. That's another turnover.
I got Eldorado for 6 turnovers. Carterville, no turnovers in that first quarter.
Shh.
I know. Shh. It's my job.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by SIH, a comprehensive network of care. Visit online, their website, sih.net. Carterville ball, they have a 12-point lead, 29-17 here in the second quarter. Fifth place game of the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Laird drives through the lane, kicks it to Caden Hawkins. Hawkins on the right wing, takes it into the paint, finds Laird to the corner. That's Townsend Barton. Right-hand dribble, up top it goes to Bryce Anderson. Anderson, shake and bake between the legs, top of the key, gets it to Barton. Barton now to Nick Laird. Laird drives down low. Townsend Barton, his shot blocked. What a block from Aiden Whitlock. Outlet pass, the length of the floor. Milligan off the glass and good.
Yeah, the Eldorado's hit their last 4 shots in the field, but Carterville still leads by 10. And Townsend Barton, he's got a little extra to play for tonight. He's playing against his ex-teammates.
Exactly. But both his shots have been blocked here so far in this.
Boy, they're not gracious hosts.
They're not good hosts, exactly. 29-19, that 10-point lead. Down low, Preston Sumner off the glass, got the shot, got the roll. 31-19.
That's the way Sumner needs to play against the ball in the low block. Use your strength to your advantage.
Eldorado with the basketball. Over on the left wing. That is Parker Price. He dribbles around top. Cut off by The Lions, another turnover, takes it the other way. There's Townsend Martin taking it to the rack, and he's fouled on the floor before the shot. That's going to be the first team foul called in, do my math here, 10 minutes. The first team foul on Eldorado.
Now, Carterville's defense has just been very, very good today in both games.
Caden Hawkins checks out, wide open three from Connor Hawkins. Ball's tipped way high, tipped out front, and they're going to call Connor Hawkins on an over the back as he tried to tip that ball out.
Now, that's a good call. Connor had the open in the left corner. Got to take the shot, just couldn't get it to go.
Eagles basketball just below us here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. What a crowd. What an atmosphere for high school basketball. Parker Price, he'll dribble across midcourt, has Barton on him. Over, drives down the lane, leaves it down low, shot.
Where's the foul? I thought
it was a walk before a foul.
Well, I thought Barton got all ball even though he came from behind, but they're going to call Sumner, I guess, on a block.
That's going to be foul number 2 on Sumner. He's got 2. Eli Downen had 2 fouls in the first 90 seconds of the game. At the line is Nolan Milligan. His free throw is good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Tony Gates, State Farm. Bundle your home and auto insurance. Visit Tony Gates, your local neighborhood State Farm agent. Austin Garvey checks in. He replaces Townsend Barton, who gets a nice round of applause.
Eldorado is 4 for 4 from the line.
It's an 11-point lead for the Lions, the 5:01 mark of the first half. Second is good. Carterville's ball. Nick Laird on the right wing. Skip pass left side. Connor Hawkins takes it. Pass pin intended for Preston Sumner, turned over. Parker Price has it. Runs into a double team. Good defense, ties it up.
No way, they're going to call foul on Anderson.
Oh, my.
Yeah, that's a tie-up. So Eldorado will go back to the free throw line, and this is where Eldorado can get back in the game. Only down by 10 now. They've made 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Carterville can't send the Eagles to the line because they've proven that they're deadly from there.
Parker Price misses the free throw. Connor Hawkins gets the board. Here comes Bryce Anderson quickly across midcourt. Left-right dribble, drives, and there's a foul on the floor, a push. Second team foul now as they get Colton Oglesby, the senior, with his first foul, second team foul. Ball's tipped out of bounds.
Now they're going to give it to Carterville. Nope, they're going to give it to Eldorado. So that's 2 turnovers by Carterville in this game, but both of them have come on successive possessions.
They lead by 10, 31-21, 4.5 remaining in the half. Spin move across, left-hand layup from Parker Price. He gets that to fall. Eldorado doing a nice job fighting back in this game.
Well, he just took the ball from basically midcourt and went down the lane. Nobody shut him off.
Austin Garvey leaves it for Preston Sumner, lays it home. Sumner in double digits. He's got 10. Carterville leads by 10.
Eldorado's having a real hard time handling Sumner underneath. Yeah, Connor did.
Connor Hawkins.
Yep, he did. That's a block. His dad's not happy with him.
And that's 3 fouls on Connor. Eli Downen stays on the bench. The Carson Pearson is going to come in and replace Laird. Connor Hawkins is going to stay in the game with the 3 fouls. Shane Hawkins talks to Nick Laird as he comes to the bench. Free throw goes out of bounds.
It's going to stay with Eldorado. I guess off of Garvey.
4:02 here in the second quarter. 10-point game, 33-23. Lions with the lead. Parker Price has Pearson on him defensively. Dribbles around between the circles up top. Gets it to Bryant Bird. Bird, his shot.
He shoved everybody away.
Rebound put back is good from Aiden Whitlock.
Carterville's only up by 8.
8-point game. Connor Hawkins wide open 3. Yes!
That's how we answer that run.
Give him that wide open shot. Let him get set, square up. He buries it. 36-25, 11-point lead now, Lions. Ball is charged. They're going to call a charge.
Well, I guess they're going to call, forearm.
Elbow.
So that's 8 turnovers for Eldorado now. Only 2 in the first half for Carterville.
Connor Hawkins to Bryce Anderson on the left wing. Gets the ball back to Hawkins. Now Garby drives down. Right hand. Gets the bucket to fall. That was some touch from Garby. He's got 4.
Well, he just saw an opening, said, thank you, I'll take it.
3 minutes remaining in the half. It's a 13-point lead. Pass down low to Milligan. He has to kick it out up top. Three-pointer is good from Bryant Bird. (38-28). 10-point lead. 2:40. Anderson slows things down as he brings the ball to the front court. Carterville moving from right to left. They're in the road blues in this game. First time they've wore the visiting uniform in the tournament, and it's going to be a foul on Bryant Bird, his first, as he got into the back of Bryce Anderson.
Yeah, unless Carterville gets fouled in the act of shooting, they're not going to go to the free throw line at all in this first half.
Checking in for Coach Josh Bradley is going to be Colton Oglesby. He comes in to replace Bryant Bird. The inbounds pass goes deep to the backcourt. Carson Pearson picks it up, gets it to Bryce Anderson. Anderson across midcourt. Gets us 2 double screen up top. Garby and Sumner. Works around the screen. Right hand layup up and under is good from Bryce Anderson. 13 now for Bryce, and a timeout taken by the Eldorado Eagles. 30-second timeout, 2:13 left. Lions lead it 40-28 on News Radio WJPF.
Heck, we only scored 49 in the first game. We might get that in the first half. Well, maybe not, but be
Scary.
close. I think this is a game that shows you what happens when you're a team that's played bigger and better competition. This is a perfect example of why you do that sometimes.
I agree. This Lions broadcast brought to you by the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson sent me a text message this morning and said, hey, come give blood in the City of Carterville. Blood drive from the American Red Cross coming up on Monday afternoon, I believe from 4 until 6. City of Carterville, proud sponsor and supporter, Carterville Lions Sports. 40-28, the Lions lead it by 12. 2:13 remaining here in the first half. Eldorado basketball. Finally break the timeline. Carterville tries to get the double team. They break that. Get it to Shoemaker, who's back into the game. Top of the key, 3, too strong. Shoemaker the rebound, puts it right back up, runs over the defender. A charge call is going to be made on Ladea Shoemaker.
Carterville's done a very good job in this tournament as well of taking the charge, standing your ground, taking the charge, and Carterville up by 12 with 1:54 to go in the second.
40-28 the score. Carterville basketball. Don't forget, Scott and I will name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game quickly after the post game. We'll have to dump out pretty quick after this game is over. Right side it goes. Carson Pearson's going to fire from 3. Good. 2 threes for Carson Pearson. He has 8.
Carson's had a heck of a tournament.
Eldorado into the front court. Preston Sumner's going to pick up foul number 3 on the far sideline.
Yeah, I was beyond the three-point arc, just got his leg out there. You like to see the aggressiveness, and he's played very aggressive in this first half. Sometimes you got to rein it in a little bit, especially when the person with the ball is near the Carterville bench.
Townsend Barton preparing to come in to replace Sumner. Sumner wipes the sweat off his brow. The free throw rather, from Whitlock is good. That's fine for Whitlock. Sumner gets a tap on the back from Coach Shane Hawkins. 43-29, a minute 23 remaining. The free throw is good from Whitlock. He has 6. Carterville ball. Shane Hawkins gives Bryce Anderson the play. He and Garby walk across the timeline. Garby breaks toward the right side. Anderson holds the ball at midcourt, waiting on the defender to come out. He does. He works it left side now to Carson Pearson. Pearson to Connor Hawkins between the circles. Looks inside. Now gives it to Townsend Barton. Barton just replaced Preston Sumner. Garby has it now, and he passes it to Bryce Anderson. Under a minute to go. 49 seconds remaining in the half. Barton way out top toward the top corner. Now to Connor Hawkins. Carterville just holding on. Can they hold on for the final shot of the half? They lead it 43 to 30, a 13-point lead. Bryce Anderson up top, backs it up now to Carson Pearson. Number 3 to Connor Hawkins. Number 20 for the Lions. Now to number 13, Townsend Barton. 22 seconds remaining in the half. Garby looks inside. Now right side to Pearson, who gets it to Bryce Anderson. Anderson got away with a push, a reach in and a slap on the ball. 10 seconds, 9, Garby drives, kick out. Townsend Barton for 3, off the iron, rebound Eldorado. With 1.5 seconds, and he traveled, he shuffled his feet as he tried to get set. Carterville has 1.5 seconds.
And here comes down, and you know they're going to try the alley-oop.
Eli, don't touch anybody.
Yeah.
He's playing with 2 fouls. Will they try the lob? Nope. Garby. And Garby just totally lost track of how much time there was. We end the first half. It's 43-30. Halftime show is next. This is Carterville Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF.
Okay.
I know. Back at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, it's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. At the end of the first quarter, the Carterville Lions led 27-14. At the half, they lead it 43-30.
Just a very, very, very good first half by the Carterville Lions. They shot 62% from the field in that first half. Eldorado shot 66%, but Carterville attempted 14 more field goals than Carterville. Carterville hit 7 threes in the first half. Carterville did not shoot a free throw in the first half. 7 of 8 for Eldorado for 87%. Rebounding, Eldorado out-rebounded Carterville 8-5. Sumner led Carterville with 2, both those offensive rebounds. Whitlock led Eldorado with 4. Another key to this first half by Carterville, 10 turnovers for Eldorado, only 2 for Carterville in that first half.
That's huge.
It's huge. And here's something else that's big. Carterville Coach Hawkins did not have to put Eli down and back in because the game was never really close in the first half. He could rest him with those 2 fouls. I'm sure Downing will start the second half. Carterville scored 43 points without Eli Downing. What's the odds of that happening?
He went to the bench with about 90 seconds into the game. He picked up 2 very quick fouls. So Coach Shane Hawkins didn't have a choice but to pull him out. And fortunately, the Lions didn't let that bother them. They responded. They hang 43 points on the scoreboard in the first half. When you look at the scoring for Eldorado, they are led by Parker Price, the 6-foot freshman. Mind you, for Eldorado, he has 11. Nolan Milligan has 10. Aiden Whitlock with 6, Bryant Bird with 3, and they only have 4 players with 1 foul each. When you look at the scoring for the Carterville Lions, they were led by Bryce Anderson. He had 13 first half points, 3 3-pointers for the Lions. You also have Carson Pearson. He had 2 3-pointers. He has 8 at the half. Austin Garby has 4. Connor Hawkins has 2 3-pointers at the half. He has 6 points. And Preston Sumner, double digits for the big guy in the paint. He's got 10.
Well, Sumner was big in that first half, especially when Downing goes out. You're down 1 big man. So Sumner kind of took it upon himself to be the guy to play well on both ends of the floor. By far, Preston's best half of the season.
43-30, the Lions lead it. We'll be back. This is News Radio WJPF. Okay. There's a lot of video being shot in here tonight too, so. But they're not on our Wi-Fi, so I don't know, maybe just a little interference. Wow. I'm sure. We're at the half. Carterville leads Eldorado, the host school, at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, 43-30. Keys to the second half for the Lions.
Just play as well as you did in the first half. I don't think Carterville's going to shoot 62% in the second half, but you can't go from 62% to 32% and let this Eldorado team get back in the game. I think it all starts on the defensive end. Carterville has played good defense against West Frankfort. They played good defense in this first half for the most part. If you keep up the defensive pressure, you're going to create some turnovers and maybe get some easy buckets.
Lions lead it by 13. Third quarter action is coming up next on News Radio WJPF.
get you back after this. I have 6.5 minutes of spots to get through in the second half.
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in to News Radio WJPF for your Carterville Lions sports all season long. We're at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. They lead at the half, 43-30 over the host school, Eldorado Eagles. This game is for 5th place. Coming up immediately after our game, it will be Heron and Carmi. That's the 3rd place game. And then at 9 o'clock tonight, it'll be Fairfield and Massac County. You know one of the things about this tournament that's amazing? They've run on time.
Yes.
You know, it's most times we play in tournaments and late at night we may be half hour, 45 minutes behind. That's not the case.
No, it's not the case at all. These games are relatively quick, considering most high school basketball games. And actually, I think this game started just a few minutes earlier than its 6 o'clock tip time.
And let's give credit to Athletic Director Greg Goodley and everybody associated with the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. They do just an outstanding job here. Everyone from ticket takers to concessions to the hospitality room, which the fish was excellent, by the way.
Yes, it was. Well, here's the ultimate compliment. You don't see any teams wanting to leave the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. There's teams that want to come here.
Yep, exactly. Eldorado has the ball to start play here in the 3rd quarter. Carterville picks up the defensive pressure. They kick it over to the left side, and they force a turnover. Bryce Anderson stepped on the sideline, though, going after the ball, and that's good D to start the second half.
Yeah, that's not really a turnover on Carterville. Just Bryce Anderson was trying to save an errant pass by Eldorado.
Eldorado's ball moving right to left. They're in the home whites here in this game, and they are just below us here at Duff Kingston Gymnasium. Over on the right side, Parker Price throws it up. No good. Rebound comes off to Nicholas Laird. Outlet pass here at 3-on-2 for the Lions. 4-on-2. Look at Eli Downen, takes it to the rack. He has his shot blocked from behind. The ball winds up with Carterville, though. Pearson, now it's Garby. He drives the baseline, and he's going to get a foul. He put the elbow, his forearm right into the defender, and that's going to be foul number 1 on Austin Garby.
Yep, he sure did. He got his forearm into him and tried to go baseline. It was shut off.
Length of the floor to go for Eldorado. They trail by 13, just underway here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, there's an elbow by Whitlock they didn't call.
Whitlock matched up on Garby defensively. They get it into Bird, and now to Parker Price, the freshman. The leading scorer at the end of the half. And a charging foul on Parker Price as he runs over. Is that Bryce Anderson?
Bryce Anderson. I think that's the 3rd time he's been run over in this game. And not only it negated a 3. So that really hurts Eldorado.
Just like a turnover. Gives the ball right back to the Lions. Carson Pearson on the right wing. Gets the pick from Downing. Now they work it left side. Down, wide open. Nice pass from Austin Garby. Give him the assist as Eli Downen just got his first bucket of the game. It comes at the 6:40 mark of the 3rd quarter.
Garby got rid of it as quick as he got it.
They break the press, down low. The shot is up and off the glass by Shoemaker, and that's his first bucket of the game.
Well, Downen really couldn't do anything other than have his hands straight up, let him take the shot.
Smart enough to know that's all he could do, too.
Yeah.
He's playing with 3 fouls. Excuse me, Downen's playing with 2. Long 3 ball from Bryce Anderson, no good. The rebound comes off to Aiden Whitlock. He's going to bring it up the floor himself. Top of the circle, down to the paint. Little 12-foot jumper, too strong. Downen gets that board. Hands it off to Bryce Anderson. 45-32, 13-point lead. Gets the pick from Garby. Anderson with the right-hand dribble. Floats to the right side. Down low to Garby. Works his way up and under. Up off the glass. Misses the bunny. And the ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Shoemaker. It's going to stay with the Lions.
Nice move by Garby. He just could not get it to go in.
Stays with the Lions to our right. Anderson to Downen. Downen hands it off. Back to Anderson. Takes it down the baseline. Floater off the side of the backboard. Ball winds up in Garby's hands. He hits it off the bottom of the rim. And the rebound to the Eldorado Eagles. Here comes Bryant Bird into the front court. He gets it to Aiden Whitlock. Whitlock gets the pick, dribbles around the pick, takes it down to the low block. Left-hand layup is good from Aiden Whitlock.
Look for Eldorado to go right at down, and they know he's only got 2. But if he gets an early foul here in the third, he'll have to go back to the bench.
It's an 11-point lead now for the Lions. Carson Pearson's going to fire from 3. Good! Carson Pearson. That's his third three-pointer here in this game. He's got 11. The Lions lead it by 14.
Have a game, Mr. Pearson.
Aiden Whitlock, his pass down low, finds Noah Milligan, and he's able to lay it home. That's 12 now for Milligan, and a timeout on the floor. 4:45 left, 30-second timeout. Lions lead it here on News Radio WJPF. Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in beautiful downtown Carterville for over 30 years. Charlie's can handle any heating or cooling system issue you may be experiencing. Call them at 985-2502. That's Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Carterville basketball, they lead it by 14. 4:40 remaining in the third quarter. 5th place game of the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Eli Downen on the left wing. He looks toward Garby now, right side. It goes to Bryce Anderson. Pass intended for Downen. Nice job on the far side by the Eagles. That is Whitlock, or excuse me, Milligan. He threw that ball right off of the back of the Carterville player.
Yeah, Connor Hawkins. And Carterville with 2 turnovers here in the third quarter already. They only had 2 in the entire first half.
Eldorado's ball. Cross midcourt, Aiden Whitlock. He has Garby on him defensively. 4-15 and a pushing foul on Austin Garby. That's going to be foul number 2.
Now they're going to call it on Downen.
Downen
That's kind of a cheap foul. He was in the vicinity. I thought they were going to call it on Garby.
Garby was the one that was on the ball. Defensive. I don't understand that. Downen has 3.
Now they just hit a 3. Shoemaker. They've hit their last 3 shots in the field. They've pulled it to within 9.
Shoemaker has 5. It's a 9-point lead, 48-39 Lions with 3:55 remaining here in the third. Garby on the left wing. Up top to Eli Downen, right side to Bryce Anderson. Anderson now to Carson Pearson to Downen. Up top between the circles. That's Garby to Pearson. Carterville working the perimeter. Now they get it down on the block to Downen. Tries to spin his way in, has to kick it out to Pearson. And a travel as Carson Pearson drug that back foot. Another turnover. Turnover number 3 here in the half. Turnover number 5 for the game.
Yeah, turnovers are going to allow Eldorado back in this game if they start hitting those shots.
3:20 remaining in the third. Eldorado basketball. 3-pointer from the left corner. No good. Downen gets the board. Should have been a foul. Not called. But Carterville comes away with the ball nonetheless. Carson Pearson grabbed it. Shane Hawkins giving the play to his Lions. Now to Downen. 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Pearson to Connor Hawkins. Hawk to Bryce Anderson toward the left side. He's matched up defensively. Bryant Bird on him. To Downen. Now to Garby. Between the circles. Looks inside it. Comes to the right side of the lane. Up top to Connor Hawkins. 2:35 remaining. Carterville has the 9-point lead. On the right wing, that's Carson Pearson. Eldorado matched up man-to-man. Pearson has it. Puts the ball under his arm. Now he dribbles on the right wing.
That's a good possession by Carterville. They're running time, and they're not taking bad shots.
Over a minute so far on this possession alone. 2:10 remaining in the third quarter. Austin Garby wanted to get it to Downen, who had cut toward the bucket. Kick over to Hawkins for three off the iron. Ball's on the floor. Downen had it for a second. It gets away. Outlet pass comes out to Shoemaker to the hole. A nice foul from Connor Hawkins coming up behind. The foul Shoemaker, and that's going to put him at the line.
Yeah, Connor Hawkins had a good look. I thought it was going to go. It didn't. Pearson almost came up with a loose ball on the floor. Then Downen almost had it. But Eldorado could cut into this 9-point lead with a couple of free throws here.
That's actually only the third foul on Connor Hawkins. Carson Pearson's going to get a breather, a minute 53 remaining here in the third. Caden Hawkins replaces Pearson. Shoemaker at the line. He has 5 points, and he misses both his free throws, and Caden Hawkins gets the rebound. 48-39. Carterville with the lead. Last possession lasted well over a minute. Can they do that again on this one? Downen has it. Now to Garby. Players cut through the lane. Caden Hawkins gets it to Downen. He'll cut diagonally across to the far corner. Now Connor Hawkins has it, top of the circle. Downen to the right corner. Ball is in the hands of Bryce Anderson. Minute 10 remaining in the third quarter. Carterville, the 9-point lead. They get the ball to Garby. Bryce Anderson cuts through the lane. He'll go to the right corner. Now it's in the hands of Caden Hawkins. Now to Eli Downen. Hawkins cuts through. Here comes Connor Hawkins. He goes back to the corner. Now the ball is in the hands of Garby, top of the circle. Under 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. At the end of the first, it was 27-14 Carterville. At the half, it was 43-30 Carterville. And they have a 9-point lead here as we make our way toward the end of the third. Caden Hawkins, ball ripped up top, gets it to Downen. 30 seconds. Carterville's going to hold for the final shot. And Eldorado's not trying to tie up the ball. But they force a turnover as Austin Garby tried to get it to Caden Hawkins. Eldorado has it. They get it down into the paint. And a foul on the Lions as Noah Milligan took it to the rack. And Milligan's going to shoot free throws.
Yeah, Garby's not really the guy you want handling the ball out at the top. Carterville did a very good job of running a lot of clock, but turned the ball over, and Eldorado hits another free throw.
Milligan in the game is the leading scorer for Eldorado. He has 13. The foul was called on Caden Hawkins. That's his first. That's the 14th foul on the Lions. And the free throw from Milligan is good. 14 now. Carterville can take the final shot of the quarter. It's a 7-point lead. Bryce Anderson with 8, 7, 6 on the clock. Gets a screen. Kicks it over to Connor Hawkins for three. Too long. To Garby. Has the ball stripped. Caden Hawkins throws it at the rack at the buzzer. No good. It's a 7-point lead for the Lions, 48-41. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Go 90 here. Go 90. Well, the more I think about it, I'm not going to jump out of here as crazy quick as what I originally thought, because these guys have the 9 o'clock game. So I'm not going to do, we'll see. We'll just see, but we'll be fine. Exactly. Yep. Okay. Into the third quarter, heading to the fourth. Carterville leads it 48-41.
Carterville only shot 22% in that third quarter. That helped get Eldorado back in the game. And still, Carterville has yet to attempt a free throw in this game.
It's amazing.
It is.
Carterville has the ball to start play here in the fourth quarter. They have that 7-point lead. Downen is in the game. Pearson, also Caden Hawkins, Carson Pearson, and Austin Garby. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Eldorado's Aiden Whitlock.
And Carterville will get their first chance at the free throw line, courtesy of Jeremy. That's his dad, Eli Downen.
Shout out to Jeremy, though.
Well,
free throw's good from Downen. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by American Monument Company, proud sponsor and supporter of Lions sports, located on South Court Street in Marion, where their monuments have that special touch. We'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game in our post-game show. Downen 2 for 2 from the line on that trip to the floor. They lead it by 9 now, 50-41. Making our way toward the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Aiden Whitlock, spin move, puts the shot up, a little wild. Rebound comes off to Downen. He gets it, hands it off to Caden Hawkins. Little Hawk across the timeline. Takes it to the left side, kicks it to the corner. Pearson has it there. Now Downen between the circles, shake and bake to the rack. Shot up off the glass. Rebound to to Eldorado's Bryant Bird. Shane Hawkins claps his hands at his Lions. 7 minutes remaining in the game. A 9-point lead. That should have been a turnover, not called. And 3 ball from the left corner, no good. Ball should have been out of bounds there, not called. Carterville gets it.
And Johnny on the spot, as he's been most of the tournament, Carson Pearson.
Right there. Bryce Anderson. Where's number 12, the 5'8 junior? Up top. Now Preston Sumner into the game. He handles and gets it to Downen. Over to the left corner. Oh, Caden Hawkins passed up the 3. It was wide open. Defender, Bryant Bird, was late getting to him. Downen drives. His shot is partially blocked. Sumner gets it, puts it up off the glass, no call. And a rebound for Eldorado, and a high elbow on the spin from Aiden Whitlock. About took the chin of Eli Downen. And a foul is going to be called on Eli Downen.
Yeah, that's 4. But his last 2 fouls have been of the touch variety, let's say.
LSU knocked off Oklahoma today in the Peach Bowl, 63-28.
Wow. Tell you what, LSU is just
amazing.
Dominant.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Joe Burrow will be the first pick of the NFL draft. If he's not, a charge
on Shoemaker.
And that's big because the basket went in, and he could have been going in line to shoot for a 3-point play.
That's 2 fouls on Shoemaker. That is the 3rd team foul now on Eldorado. Carterville holds on to a 9-point lead at the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Bryce Anderson across the timeline, right-hand dribble. Has Shoemaker matched up on him. To the right side, Caden Hawkins. He's on the right wing now to Carson Pearson between the circles. Right-hand dribble, 1 bounce to Caden Hawkins. Hawk looks inside. Garby has it at the elbow. Drives, leaves it. They're going to call him for a travel. Turn the ball over. Eldorado can cut into this 9-point lead at the 5:39 mark.
Now Carterville with 5 turnovers in the second half. They still only have 7 for the game, so that's very good. But when you're nursing a 9-point lead, those turnovers almost seem like 2 every time you have 1.
Into the front court, Whitlock. Garby on him defensively. Now he gets the ball to Bryant Bird. Bird has Anderson on him. Pearson picks up Shoemaker. Now it goes back to Bird. Now to Whitlock. Looks inside. Backdoor pass is cut off by Preston Sumner. Good hands from the junior.
That was like a big bear claw coming up here and grab it. You could hear it from up here.
Caden Hawkins, left-hand dribble to the left side. Now top of the circle to Garby, right side to Pearson. Now to the right corner. That's where Bryce Anderson is. Anderson floats toward the top, gets it to Pearson. Now they go back around on the other side, the far side of the court from us. Carterville moving left to right on your radio dial. packed house for the 55th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. This is the championship bracket, the championship session, the 5th place game. Coming up next will be Heron and Carmi for 3rd place. In the championship game, Fairfield and Massac County. Carterville being patient with the ball. Oh, what a drive from Caden Hawkins. Right-hand layup, no good. And the rebound comes off to Whitlock for Eldorado. Good possession from the Lions, though. Ran a lot of clock. Whitlock tries to back his way inside the arc. Hands it off to Parker Price. Price has been quiet here in the second half. Gets the ball. Now to Whitlock. He has to pull up the dribble. Garby on him. Up around the perimeter they go. Bird has it. Brings it left side to Whitlock. Whitlock drives the baseline. Double team right there. Cuts him off. Good D by the Lions. Milligan throws the ball away. Another turnover. Carterville. Good defense. Just good defense by those guys out there.
Well, they're getting good help defense. Anytime Eldorado in this half has beaten their man, there's somebody there. Usually it's Preston Sumner to greet them down on the baseline.
50-41, 3:49 left in the game. A full timeout taken by Eldorado. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Tony Gates State Farm. State Farm, with more drivers than any other company. Get to a better state with Tony Gates and State Farm Insurance. 3:40 remaining in the game. Carterville has a 9-point lead, 50-41. Over on the left side, that's Carson Pearson on the left wing. Parker Price matched up on him. Now between the circles with Eli Downen. To Austin Garby. Garby to Caden Hawkins. The freshman's seen a lot of time here in the second half for Coach Shane Hawkins and has done a nice job. Anderson to Downen. Making our way toward 3 minutes, a 9-point lead. Caden Hawkins. Good ball movement by the Lions. Great possession, time-consuming possessions.
Yeah, Eldorado not in any hurry to foul, but now Carterville throws the ball away.
The other way, look at Bryce Anderson, steals it. Outlet pass, Eli Downen to the rack. Gets fouled from Bryant Bird. As Eli took that step toward the hole, Bird crashed into him.
Anderson with a great steal right in front of us.
He's going to trigger to Eli Downen. 2:45 remaining in the game. Eli Downen's foul, not called. He actually went to his knees, and a turnover. Shane Hawkins is barking at the officials, and I understand why. Here comes Bird into the front court. Right wing, three-pointer off the iron, and the littlest guy on the floor, Caden Hawkins, pulls down the rebound for the Lions. Wow.
Both teams combined are 0 for 7 from the field in the fourth quarter.
Outstanding. 9-point lead, 50-41. Lions on top. 2:13 remaining in the game. Bryce Anderson, Austin Garby. And a whistle and a foul as Whitlock came out and put a hand on Garby.
I think that's only their 5th team foul, so they still got to foul 2 more times before Carterville goes to the line, and there's only 2:06 to go in the game.
Be thinking about start of the game.
Boy.
Tough choice to do.
It is. It is.
Can we give a team player of the game?
We could do that. When you don't have arguably your best player on the floor the entire first half, and you score 42, 43 points, that's what I call a team win.
I'll give you my theory on that.
Okay.
During our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal start of the game portion of our postgame show. Whistle up top on Parker Price. Minute 51 remaining. That's the second on Price. 6th team foul on Eldorado. Inbounds pass comes to Caden Hawkins. Little Hawk finds an opening, backs it out. Gets it to Nick Laird. Now to Eli Downen on the left wing. A whistle and a foul. That's going to be the 7th foul. Colton Oglesby just picked up his second foul.
No, I think, they're going to call a foul. I think Hawkins wanted a timeout, but the foul happened before the timeout. So Downen will go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Austin Garby's going to check in. He's going to replace Nick Laird. Minute 38 remaining here in this game, the 5th place game. Downen in the game, he's got 5 points. You got to remember, he only played 90 seconds in the first half. Free throw is good. Also, what's nice to see is that's his second free throw in a row.
He's hit, there's Carterville's 3 for 3, and I think he's hit all 3.
Number 24, the 6'4 junior. Second free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. 7 now, and a timeout taken on the floor by Shane Hawkins. It's a full timeout, 52-41, 11-point lead for the Lions on News Radio WJPF.
Personally, I think your player of the game should be Anderson, whose big three-pointers in the first quarter got him the big lead, and then the rest of the team played well from there. But he was the guy that really got him where they are. I know I don't have a vote or anything, but that's my opinion.
Pearson had 2. Anderson had 3. Right? 1, 2, 3.
Hawkins had 2.
My theory was a 7-6 record going into 2020.
Yeah.
After this win.
I have no problem with that.
One minute, 38 seconds left on the clock here in this 5th place game at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Dave McKenzie along with my broadcast partner Scott Hudson. Carterville has an 11-point lead, 52-41. Eldorado with the ball. Length of the floor to go. Man-to-man, matched up defensively are the Lions. Spin move, Aiden Whitelock takes it to the hole, gets the shot to fall. Whitlock has 10. He's in double digits now for Eldorado. They trail by 9.
All Carterville's got to do is hang on to the ball.
And they don't do that.
That's not the way to do it.
They throw the ball. Austin Garby says the ball went off of the Eldorado player.
So does Shane Hawkins.
Shane Hawkins said it went off the Eldorado. He is jumping up and down. Go to the replay. Oh, we don't have replay. Ball stays with Eldorado. That's a turnover on the Lions. It's a 9-point game. 3-pointer from the left wing is off. The rebound to Caden Hawkins. Eli Downen slashed from behind by Aiden Whitlock. 4 fouls now on Whitlock. That's going to put Downen at the line. And he can ice the game for the Lions from the stripe.
Well, Carterville does not have a field goal here in the 4th, but a lot of that is because they've been running clock. They haven't been looking to take shots. They've only taken 4 in the 4th quarter.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Home Renew of Southern Illinois. Protect what matters most. Call 694-9100. Call Home Renew. Downen with 8 after the first free throw. Second attempt is on the way. 11-point lead for the Lions. Down and hits both. He's got 9. 62 seconds remaining in the game. Eldorado basketball. Left wing. Aiden Whitlock tried the three. No good. Big rebound from Eli Downen. Gets it to Carson Pearson. Pearson gets it to Downen, and a foul from Parker Price. That's going to be number 3 on Price, and now Carson Pearson can go shoot free throws with 50 ticks of the clock remaining.
Well, Downen didn't play but a minute or two in the first half, but he right now leads Carterville in rebounds with 4. And they've been big defensive rebounds.
Late in the game. Free throw rims out for Pearson. 54-43, the 9-point lead. Little right-hand floater is good from Bryant Bird. That is 5 for Bird. Timeout taken on the floor with 42 seconds left. A full timeout. 54-45, Lions on top here on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Outstanding. (54-45), Lions on top. 42 and a half seconds remaining in this 5th place game here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Eli Downen will trigger the inbounds from the baseline.
Well, that was a quick 5.
That was a quick 5.
That was a very quick 5.
Turnover on the Lions.
Now they've got 9 in the second half. That's probably been the only unfortunate thing that's happened to Carterville in this game is the turnovers here in the second half.
42.2 seconds. Inbounds pass. Wide open 3 from the right corner. Off the iron. Garby grabs the board for the Lions. And a foul by Bryant Bird. That's going to be foul number 3. And Downen will go to the line to shoot the free throws. Coming up, the 3rd place game here at the tournament, Heron against Carmi, and then the championship game about 9 o'clock tonight, Fairfield, Massac County. Who do you see winning that one?
Well, you got to go with Fairfield, I think, just because, they scored 78 points in the semifinal game today against Heron. I know they gave up 72, but they're just a really good team. But Massac County, they've played well lately. Joe Hossman's always going to have his team ready to play.
I'm showing Eli Downen 6 free throws in a row.
Yep.
7.
They've missed 1 free throw, but he hasn't missed any.
11-point lead, 30 seconds remaining. Eldorado basketball. Down the lane, left-hand layup, no good. Garby the board. Kicks it out to Downen. Downen's going to hold. Wait to get fouled. Does, and he'll go to the line to wrap this game up for the Lions. 22 seconds left in the contest. Carterville leads it by 11, 56-45.
And Coach Hawkins going to empty his bench. These starters for Carterville, they deserve a big round of applause when they leave the floor, and I'm sure they're going to get it because it's not easy coming and having to play your second 8:30 game of the tournament and beat a good West Frankfort team, and then come in here and beat the whole school.
Carterville in the double bonus. There goes Caden Hawkins, Bryce Anderson, Carson Pearson, and Austin Garby. Well done, boys. 5th place in the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. And here, this is what's cool. Carterville is 7-6. They're over 500 going in to 2020. 20 seconds remaining. Parker Price kicks it out. Little short jumper is no good. Battle for the board to the Eldorado. Shot up, no good. Rebound on the floor. Carterville comes away with it. And Eli Downen is going to hold 4 seconds. Carterville finishes in 5th place, 56-45 over Eldorado here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Post-game show coming up next on News Radio WJPF. You can go 90 here.
Special thanks to Aaron Cram and Brady Insurance for donating trophies for the 2019 Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Will the Carterville Lions please come and get their 5th place trophy from Aaron Cram?
Carterville Lions finished the 2019 Eldorado Holiday Tournament in 5th place after the 56-45 win over the Eldorado Eagles. They're getting their 5th place trophy. 16 teams start off this tournament. Scott Hudson, Carterville was seeded 5th. They finished 5th. It's a good tournament.
Well, they played very well this morning. They played very well tonight, and it all started on the defensive end. Very aggressive, created a lot of turnovers, scored points off that turnover, and just an outstanding shooting first half, especially in the first quarter by the Lions. First half, Carterville hit 7 threes. It seemed like they were shooting layups when those threes were being let go. But Carterville, 7-6, finally above 500, getting ready for a big, big conference game next weekend against Nashville.
Looking through my stats here, I want to go through scoring real quick for Carterville. This is interesting. Carterville at the half had 43 points. They finished with 56. In the second half, only 2 players scored for Carterville Lions. Carson Pearson had 2. Eli Downen was the other. He had 11 second half points for Carterville. And because he wound up playing or sitting on the bench for most of the first half.
Well, Carterville needed to run clock in the second half. They didn't necessarily need to score, so their possessions were a lot longer and their shots were fewer. They only attempted 4 shots in the third quarter. But for the game, Carterville shot 47% from the field, Eldorado 45%. Carterville, who did not shoot a free throw in the first half, finished 8 of 11 for 72%, 9 of 12 for 75% for Eldorado. Carterville out-rebounded Eldorado 20-16. They were led by Downens 4. Whitlock led Eldorado with 10. Turnovers, 15 for Eldorado, 11 for the Carterville Lions.
When you look at the scoring for Eldorado, they were led tonight by Nolan Milligan, the 6'3 senior. He finishes with 14 points. He had 10 first half points. Parker Price, who had 11 first half points, shut out in the second half. He winds up with 11. It is Shoemaker that wound up with 5. Bryant Bird with 5. Aiden Whitlock with 10. Eldorado, 45 points for the game. For the Carterville Lions, they were led by Bryce Anderson, who had 13 points. Carson Pearson, 11. Eli Downen with 11. Austin Garvey with 4. Nicholas Laird with 2. Connor Hawkins with 6. And Preston Sumner with 10 points, 4 players in double figures for the Lions.
It's a team. It was a team effort this morning. It was a team effort tonight. You don't necessarily have to. Carterville doesn't necessarily have to have somebody score 20 a night. when you can get that kind of contributions from everybody, especially kids off the bench like Connor Hawkins.
We're going to take our final break, and when we come back, Scott and I are going to name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. The Lions won this one 56-45. They finish in 5th place at the 2019 Eldorado Holiday Tournament here on News Radio WJPF. This is all we... Yep, we're going to. Whatever you want to do on this.
That's fine. Let's do the whole team. I have no problem with that.
Time for our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. And Scott, I know that we've had some great performances. Carson Pearson had a great tournament for the Lions. Bryce Anderson, the last 2 games, has been outstanding. Eli Downingen has had a good tournament. But I tell you what, if you're okay, I'd like to give our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game to the entire Carterville Lions team. They went 3-1 in this tournament. They are over 500 for the first time in 3.5 years, and getting ready to get back into the conference play next Saturday night against Nashville. I just like where this team is at right now, and I like what could happen for this team the rest of the season.
Well, it is a team win because they didn't have Eli Down and arguably their best offensive player in the first half, yet they scored 43 points. This Carterville team, hopefully this morning's game and this game will kick into these kids to let them know that, hey, we're better than our record. We can play better than we have. We can play more consistent than we have. And hopefully this is the start of a run for Carterville.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Call 618-534-8148. We're just going to name the entire Carterville Lions team our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. Joe and Lindsay McCann of Carterville for over 20 years been taking care of yards and businesses around Southern Illinois, from tree trimming to bush hogging, equipment repair, also the landscape and maintenance that's needed as well. 618-534-8148. Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. The Carterville Lions, we're giving it to the entire team. Carterville is off until next Saturday. It's good. They need some rest.
Now they need some rest. It's a long weekend, long bus rides to Eldorado, but they got about a week to rest up for a big conference game at home against the Nashville Hornets.
7-6 on the season, and they finished 5th place here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Be listening to News Radio WJPF and 103.5 ESPN. Coming up on Monday, we'll have some audio from Coach Shane Hawkins, get some cuts from this game. The Carterville Lions finish in 5th. For our producer and engineer back at the studio, Brian Arpau. Thank you, buddy.
Hey,
Scott Hudson.
It's a great tournament, a lot of competitive games.
Absolutely. We will talk to you next Saturday night. I'm Dave McKenzie. Have a great rest of your weekend, a great work week, and thank you for listening to Lions Basketball on News Radio WJPF. Thanks, bud. We will.